everybody, it's Heather with Belle's Library. Welcome back. If you are new here, definitely get down below and click that subscribe button. Everybody hit like, and let's get started into my Romanceathon vlog. So I am going to start with just a little intro since I didn't post a TBR. Figured I would let you guys know what I'm going to be reading this week for Romanceathon, and then we'll get into the vlogging piece. So there are 5 prompts for Romanceathon, and the book that I'm going to be listening to on audio is able to fill all of these prompts. So even if I just got through that one book, we'd be good. And that is If I Never Met You. And this book has been published in 2020. It has an illustrated cover. It has 5 words in the title. And what was the other prompt? Favorite trope. So this is, I believe, a hate to love romance. I could be wrong on that. I don't actually know a whole lot about this book. I chose this book because it's the buddy read through Romanceathon. And so I picked it up and I knew it would hit all the prompts, and I was like, cool, and just wanted to, join in on all the fun. I actually have started a little bit of the audiobook of this one. I'm about like an hour and a half in, and at the moment, our main character, we're just seeing a little bit of her relationship with her best friend, and then she goes home after being out with her friend to her boyfriend, who they've been together since high school. She's like 36, I think, so it's been like a long time, and then they split, and that's pretty much as far as I have gotten. It hasn't gotten super into it, so I don't know where it's going from here. So I also have a couple other books that I'm going to be physically reading that are actually on my TBR shelf here. One is the very popular Hating Game by Thorne. So this one hits quite a few prompts. It has an illustrated cover. So if you guys don't know what an illustrated cover means, it means that it's drawn instead of like a picture of something. So we have that. It is a hate to love romance, which I really like that trope. It's probably one of my favorites, as well as I really like second chance romance. Oh yes, this one also hit the new to me author. That was the other prompt I was missing on the other book. I haven't read anything from either of these authors, so these will be new to me. And I've read the first chapter so far in this one today. And it is basically a office romance between these guys. They are both the assistants to CEOs of a book publishing firm. And like each of them there's 2 CEOs. They are each one of the CEO's assistants, and they work in the same cubicle office right across from each other. They hate each other. That's pretty much the first chapter, is just introducing these guys and their hate for each other. The other book that I was thinking about picking up, this one falls into 5 words in a title. So Amy and Roger's Epic Detour, and also it's a new to me author, and that's Matson. So this book sounds really cute. It is a romance between these 2 used to be best friends, and then I don't know why, but they became not friends. But she needs to basically get her family car across the United States because her mom moved, and that is the task her mom gave her, was to drive it across. She doesn't like to drive ever since her dad died, so she has her best friend Roger help her drive it across the country. So we've got a road trip going on, which is awesome for summertime right now, and a cute love going on here, and it's kind of like a second chance romance, although I don't know that there was romance in the first place, but should be a good one. And I'm thinking that if I get through all 3 of those, that'll be actually really good for me. I average about 2.5 books a week. I usually can't finish a full 3 books in a week, so we'll see. But if by some miraculous something, I can also add in Starry by Jenn Bennett. This one honestly doesn't fall into very many of the prompts. I'm trying to think of if it falls into any of them. I think this is a second chance romance. So again, one of my favorite tropes, so that would fall into that one. I think that's the only prompt it's going to work for, but I had this on my TBR for June and I haven't gotten to it yet, so if it can fit in here, awesome. I also know that Hoopla has this one on audio, so I may listen to it on audio if I finish my other book. Yes. Okay guys, so that is the books that I am thinking about getting through, hopefully for Romanceathon. I'm going to be vlogging a little bit of this as I go, so you guys will know my thoughts about all these books as we're running through this week. And I hope you guys are reading some good romance books this week. You'll have to let me know down below what is on the TBR for you guys. Actually, that doesn't make sense. You'll have to let me know how Romanceathon went for you guys, because this will come out after everything's over. Anyways, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye! Here watering my garden. I figured it would be a really good time to update you guys on my progress. I last night read a bunch of The Hating Game. Got about like halfway through here and I am super loving it. Like, it's good. I love the banter. They have really good back and forth. The characters are awesome, and like you can just feel their connection to each other, and it just has you just melting into the pages, and oh my gosh, totally loving it and can't wait to see where it all goes. And it just like has me like just wanting more and more and more, which I love when I want to just tear through a book. So yeah, this is a good one so far. As far as my audiobook goes, If I Never Met You, I've only listened to maybe like 15-20 more minutes. I was just folding some laundry and I was listening to it. Not a lot more has happened. It's mainly been talking about like them splitting up and how they're dealing with that, who's living where, you know, that kind of thing. Logistics, nothing too much going on there. And yeah, that's kind of the update right now. I'm gonna water the garden here, and I got some schoolwork to do, and hopefully I'll be able to read a little bit later. I do work tonight, which work days I usually get a little less reading in since I mostly read at night in bed, but hopefully I'll get a little bit in this afternoon. It's supposed to be really hot. Yesterday I tried to lay in the sun and read for a little while, and I literally lasted like 5 minutes, and I was like, yep, nope, it's too hot. And so I went inside. But don't worry, I don't lay in the sun for very long. It was just drying off after the pool. Definitely don't want to burn myself, but yeah, it took literally 5 minutes to cool off. It's 100-degree weather here right now. So anyways, that's my update for now, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Hi everybody! I just wanted to get on really quick. I just cleaned my house for like 2.5 hours, something like that. And I've made it through a bunch of my audiobook. It's probably when I get through the most of my audiobooks is when I'm cleaning. And so I'm at almost 7 hours in, and I think I've got like 4 hours left. So I figured out the trope. We have a fake dating trope in this book, and we are going into a scene I feel like is in a lot of fake dating movies. I don't think I've read a lot of fake dating books, but where for whatever reason they have to meet the family. So that's kind of what's going on in the book right now. I like the characters in that they're deeper than, you know, what is put out to the world, and that kind of thing. But overall, so far, I am liking the book. I'm just not like loving it. It's nothing extra. This may just not be the trope for me. I'll have to read a couple more fake dating tropes before I figure all that out. But just kind of wanted to update you guys. As of right now, cute fake dating trope kind of book. Just nothing super extra for me at the moment. But I am enjoying it. So I am going to go get ready to go swimming with my daughter, and I will talk to you guys later. Hi guys, I've got quite the update for you guys. I'm just going to sit out here and drink my iced coffee, my cute little nursing mug, and just update you guys a little bit. So it's been a couple days. I didn't update it all yesterday. I was just in a really just funky mood yesterday. I don't know. I'm sure everybody has them, but just feeling really overwhelmed with just everything going on. I've got a lot of school stuff going on. I've got work. I've got family. You know, there's just a lot. And then just right now, sometimes it's hard not knowing what the future holds at the moment. Like, my daughter's supposed to be starting kindergarten, but is she going to be going to school? I don't know. And I'm supposed to be going into my second semester of nursing school, but am I going to be allowed back in the hospital? I don't know. And that could just throw off a whole bunch of things, and there's just so many different variables where that just changes things, and I have no control over any of that. So it's just kind of frustrating, and then just pile on everything else, and I just was like, but I did read a bunch in the afternoon yesterday just to try and de-stress myself. So I finished The Hating Game, and I loved it. I gave this one 5 stars, 100%. The characters were adorable. They had great depth, but also were just so cute, and their banter back and forth. And I loved that, like, they have games they play, hence the hating game. There's different games they play that just kind of like move their relationship along, and there's a lot of like hating and loving are actually a lot of the same feelings kind of thing. And I don't know, it was just super cute, and it definitely was a really good slow burn too, where it was, you just wanted to keep getting more and more because you're just waiting for more and more to happen. But at the same time, like, it wasn't like slow, like you're like, come on, something happened. Stuff was happening. It just like was really building really well in this book. So loved. I also listened a little bit this morning to more of my audiobook, If I Never Met You. I'm getting close to finishing that one. It's almost like a 12-hour audiobook, so it's taking me a little bit to get through it. I think I have like an hour and a half or 2 hours left. I really enjoy our characters. I think it's a really cute book. So far, I'm enjoying it. I'm just not super in love with it. I definitely see their relationship starting to get stronger, but mainly as friends. Nothing's really happened otherwise, and we're getting towards the end of the book, so I'm kind of like, can we get a little love interest going on here? So hopefully soon that'll happen. And I also started this book this morning. Actually, I started it last night. I read a little bit last night, and then I guess I didn't read any this morning. I don't know why I was thinking I did. I guess because I was listening to my audiobook. But Amy and Roger's Epic Detour. So this one is a YA romance, and it is about Amy and Roger going on a road trip across the country. Amy needs to get her mom's car across the country from California to Connecticut, where they're moving, and she doesn't drive though ever since an accident with her dad, and so Roger is going to drive it across, and they're doing a little road trip together. But they used to be friends when they were way kids, and they don't really remember too much of each other, so they're kind of reconnecting in a way. And but she's also dealing with some grief over the accident with her dad, which we don't know very many details on at the moment, but you can see I think I'm on page like 40. Let's see, 41. I also think it's kind of cute. So since I live in California, they're talking about In-N-Out Burger, which is something we have here on the West Coast. And there's just some fun little pictures and like a receipt from there. And you get like their little trip route and some little emails. And I just like having that kind of mixed media. I think it's kind of fun in a book. So that's kind of my bookish updates. A little bit of my life updates. This morning I just did a little bit of some chores. I watered the garden, that kind of thing, and I'm going to be editing my video that's going up tomorrow, and that's most of my day besides working tonight again. So I will talk to you guys soon if I have any more reading updates. I don't know if I'll get to any this afternoon. Probably will just read before bed and update you guys tomorrow, but we will see. Alright guys, talk to you later. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm about to head into work right now, but I just wanted to let you know a little update. I finished If I Never Met You while I was cooking dinner, listening to that, and not sure I'm gonna rate it. I'll let you guys know. Probably a 3, maybe a 2. I just really didn't feel like I was connected to the characters or them being together. I felt like I'm gonna put spoilers here just in case this is spoilery to you guys, but when they did the breakup, I felt like Lori just didn't really care that they had broken up, and then when they got back together, they were like engaged all of a sudden, and you know, soulmates, and I love you, and it just felt a little insta-lovey, and like, I don't know, it just didn't seem like they actually connected. I don't know if maybe romance I'm just not good with on audiobook. I will have to look and see if there's any romances that I've enjoyed on audio, or how that's kind of playing into it maybe. But anyways, just a quick update, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Hey, how's everybody doing today? It is Saturday, and I have a little bit of a reading update. I read a little more of Amy and Roger's, why can't I think of the name of it right now? Anyways, I'm having a space moment, but you know which one I'm talking about. So they have started their road trip, and you know, they're still just kind of learning each other and how to be on a road trip because they've never done it before themselves. They've barely been out of the state of California, and they haven't made it very far. They're in Nevada right now. And yeah, it's really cute so far. I'm really loving like the little scrapbook pages of what they're doing and where they're stopping, and talking about the different like states that they are going through and stuff. So that's really fun to have. And then the story is just really easy and fun and sweet, and so I'm enjoying that so far. I did start a little bit of Starry Eyes on audio last night, so I got into that one, but just barely, like probably listened to like 15-20 minutes worth. But I loved the fact that the girl is like a super planner, because I love planning everything. I have my whole planner laid out every week and things that I want to do even throughout the month, and it just like drives me nuts when I can't like stick to my plan or something gets thrown into the wrenches. It can totally like throw me off. And so I thought that was really cute. The main character, she's very much like that, so I can relate. But yeah, that's my quick update. I just got back in from going to Ross. I went to look for some like longer shorts I could wear at work, and I might go run over to Barnes & Noble and just kind of peruse around. I don't know that I'm going to really be buying anything today, but I just wanted to see what they had out. So I will talk to you guys soon. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? I just wanted to pop on really fast and give a quick update. It is Monday. Technically, yesterday was the last day of ROMANCEATHON, but I didn't start reading till Tuesday, so I'm going to push my week into the rest of today, Monday, and because I am so close to finishing my 4th book. So I finished last night Amy and Roger's epic Detour, and this book was so cute, and it was like the perfect summer read. It followed a Amy and Roger as they went across the United States on a road trip, and they were supposed to do a certain planned out road trip by Amy's mom, and they took some detours along the way, and it was just so cute. And I literally have been bugging my husband for like 2 or 3 days now while I've been reading this that I really want to go on a cross-country road trip, and he's like, why do you keep bringing this up? So just, it was so fun, and there's little scrapbook pictures and receipts and just so many fun little added things in this book, and I just thought it was really sweet. Their relationship's really cute, and how they really grow to be friends and, you know, get to know each other on this road trip. And, you know, eventually they become a little bit more towards the end, but it doesn't take over the whole entire book. It's just really about their sweet relationship, and Amy's dealing with the loss of her father, and Roger is kind of helping her with that, but he also just broke up with a kind of serious girlfriend, so he's kind of coping with a little bit of that too. And they're just, you know, being buddies, going through the US and taking some detours into different states that are kind of helping them with their journey. And so I rated that one a 4 out of 5. And then I also have been listening to Starry Eyes on audio, and today I read a little bit physically, so I'm kind of doing a little bit of a mix there, and I'm really enjoying this one too. It's really cute, camping, kind of hiking story. We have Lennon and Zori, and they used to be like best friends, and then they decided to go to a dance together, and Lennon never showed up, and all of a sudden they weren't friends and they hated each other. And now they're stuck on this camping trip, and all their other friends have abandoned them, and they have to figure out their way back. Super cute so far. You can tell that they're kind of becoming friends again and trying to figure out what happened, and I super want to go camping because of this book. Again, another book that's like the perfect summertime read, because you're just like, I want to go hiking and camping. And Lennon was just talking about his love for camping and how he just really enjoys that there's just not a lot of expectation or things planned out for your day. And that's like my favorite. Like, you can go camping, you're shut off from the world, you don't have to worry about the stresses of this, that, and the other going on. You're just out there hanging out with your friends, family, whoever, and just doing what you want. Maybe going swimming, reading a book, whatever. So I definitely connected with that, and I just feel like I really am connecting with the characters in a lot of different ways in this book. It's just really cute at the moment. So I am probably about like halfway through, and I think I'm a little more than halfway through, but pretty close. So I'm hoping I can finish that one up today, and then I can say that I read 4 books for ROMANCEATHON. So that is the update for the day, and I may update you guys a little bit more later, but I am not sure. We will see. Otherwise, I will be back to you guys with my final wrap up and all my thoughts on the whole week. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, I just wanted to pop on really quick because I got a couple of books in the mail. Just wanted to share really quick. So I got Sleeping Giants by Sylvain Neuvel. This, I believe, is in space and is kind of like a apocalypse of the world type story. And so, I don't know. I'm interested. I feel like I would be interested in books from space. I enjoy, what's that? The TV show The 100, very interesting, and Revolution. Oh my gosh, I'm so mad that that TV show ended ever. So that kind of like the world kind of ended and how are you surviving kind of aspect definitely entertains me, and I like space, and so curious to see if I like this one. Another thing that's really kind of different and interesting about this one is it's told in like interviews and journal entries and different kind of mixed media. So I am curious as to see how I feel about that, because I tend to like that kind of stuff in books, but I haven't read like a book that's just that kind of content. So that's that one. And then I also have The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and this one's a really popular circus book, and I've mentioned in a few videos that I am very interested in circus books, so I definitely wanted to pick this one up and see what it's all about. My brief understanding of it is that there's a circus that comes into town and nobody ever sees them coming. They just show up and then nobody ever sees them going, and then they're just gone. So I have about an hour left of my audiobook for Starry Eyes, so I definitely should be finishing that one up later today. But right now I'm going to take a few minutes to play with my daughter, make some dinner, and then I have to go to work. So I will finish updating you guys tomorrow when I wrap everything up for Romanceathon. Alright, talk to you guys later. Hi guys! So I'm here to wrap up Romanceathon. I am super surprised. I finished 4 books, which is a lot for me in 1 week, but I'm really proud of myself, and I really enjoyed this whole week, and now I feel like I'm in a romance kick, and I just want to keep reading more romance books, so we may have to continue that, but I had a few other books that I really wanted to read right now, so they're not romance. I don't know what I'm going to do. But anyways, let's just get into wrapping up everything that I read this week. Just giving a quick rundown. So the first book that I finished was The Hating Game by Sally Thorne, and I rated this one 5 out of 5. It was super good. I definitely loved the hate to love in this one. They pretty much loathed each other at first and would play all these office games to, get under their skin. And so then one day they're in the elevator and Joshua happens to kiss Lucy, and things just kind of unfold from there, and it is super cute, and the characters have really good depth and great personalities. The banter was really cute. This one's definitely pretty smutty, so if you're not super into smut in your novels, probably would skip this one. But if you're okay with that, or if you really like that, 5 out of 5, definitely would pick that one up if you haven't already. The next book I don't have a physical copy of. It was my audiobook, If I Never Met You. And this one's by Mhairi McFarland. This one for me, I think I'm going to land at a 2. It's probably like a 2.5, but I don't totally do the half thing. It just wasn't my favorite. I know you guys already saw a little bit of this. I don't know, maybe I don't like the fake dating trope. Maybe I was missing some stuff with listening to it on audio. I don't know, I didn't connect with the characters, and I didn't believe in their love, and I just didn't get any of that, gooey feeling that, you get when you read a romance, and you want to just feel like, oh, they're in love, and I love it, and I just want them together. I didn't get that from this book, unfortunately. So that one was my flop of the week. And then I moved on to a couple of really cute YA romances that were just really good summertime reads. I'm so glad that I ended up reading these during summer because they were perfect for it. So we have Amy and Roger's Epic Detour was the next book that I finished. And this one is about Amy and Roger going cross-country road trip to Connecticut from California, and they take a few detours along the way to help them deal with some grief and some relationship issues and just different stuff that they're trying to handle. And honestly, it was just super cute to see their friendship grow and to see their growth. And then at the end, of course, we get a little bit of the relationship coming together in more ways, but it was just super cute, and I wanted to go on a road trip the entire time I was reading it. And the very last book that I finished was Starry Eyes. I listened to this on audiobook for the majority of it. I think I read 1 or 2 chapters, so for the most part I listened to this one on audio. I gave this one a 4 out of 5. I don't know if I mentioned that's the same I gave to Amy and Roger's story there. So 4 out of 5 on this one as well. This one was beautiful for summer. It was all about camping and hiking, and it also made me want to get outside. I wanted to go camping, and I was like, yes, let me go into these big tall sequoias and let me see these caves. And I remember going to the river with my friend when I was younger, and we found these cool caves, and we were like hiking through, and there's just a cave moment in here, and I was like, yes, I want to go do that. So absolutely love the setting. Another thing that I really enjoyed about this one was it was a second chance romance, which I really love second chance romances, and they kind of had a falling out, and then they get stuck out in the woods and kind of have to hash out their issues. But the very end of it really kind of had me thinking. I'm going to put a little spoiler blurb here while I'm talking about this, just in case I'm giving too much away. I don't want you guys to be disappointed if you haven't read this yet. But Zori's father ends up, he's been cheating on her mom for a long time, and it kind of comes out at the end. And I just remember thinking, like, I don't know how I would feel if I ever thought of that of my father, and that he just, like, she's just like, he's a scumbag and just has a lot of negative feelings towards him. And I love my father and have a really good relationship with him. So I just feel like that would be a hard thing to be kind of comprehending a little bit, and how to kind of navigate those waters. And then also being the parent on the other side of that, and knowing that you had messed up that bad, like, I don't ever want to be that parent. But I don't know. So it just like gave me some different perspectives to think about towards the end there. So really good reads. So glad I read all of these, and really enjoyed Romanceathon. And I'm amazed that I got through 4 books. That's a lot in a week for me. So yeah, I think it was a very successful week. And if you guys participated, definitely let me know down below what you guys read, what you guys thought of your reads, and I will talk to you guys soon.